Well, that was yesterday, so it's no longer relevant, but it still ended up somehow at the beginning of the video. In today's video, I'm going to be rather specific about some things that need doing and possibly address maybe one of them or two of them. Is Vaughan here, which I do want to carry on with, but until I buy some welding wire I can't. I am going to make a desperate attempt to try and, gosh, here we go again, do some tidying up in here, because it is just simply, it's not worthwhile talking about. I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to talk about it. And then this Graham Tinkerbell Nuts Garden is going to go outside and have a jolly good warm-up. I'm going to bring this car up to temperature and see if that fan kicks in for itself, which it should do. Admittedly, I could have done this last week, but I didn't. Just been having a little chat with the neighbour's dog, who's a pug, and it's just occurred to me that that's kind of what the 75 looks like without a grill on the front. Get this car all lovely and warm so I can test that fan, make sure it kicks in at the right time, doesn't overheat or anything like that. That means sitting with it, of course, and just staying in the warm, which isn't overly productive, but it's better than just not sitting with it, getting cold and it overheating without me knowing. One good thing is we're getting some heat through these vents almost straight away, which is quite pleasant. If everything's alright, so I can start thinking about putting this car up for sale. Once I've removed that looks like it's stuck on with super glue, which isn't good. Hopefully I'll find a way of getting that off, and that without peeling the lacquer off. I don't know whether that's actually there, should be there or not. It might be original, but could anybody tell me? It's taking its time to properly warm up, but I can tell you this heater in this car is absolutely unbelievably hot. So, Vaughan, Jeffrey Archer, Toby Charles, whatever you want to be called. High pressure fuel pump, David Dimbleby, instant noodles, or maybe even that chap from the band Poison who looks like a woman. Hairs on this car can't really start until I have some more welding wire. Although I could of course do the brakes. No, not today. I'm going to do something else. But I will tell you this. I've just been in contact with Auto Batteries, who do welding wire, and they were asking, I think £12 something for half a kilo of welding wire, because it's sold by weight, whereas Halfords about £7 or £8, but then that was a quarter of a kilo. Anyway, I looked on Amazon, just under a tenner for a whole kilo. I think that's the one to go for. No more work on this one, and no more on this one as well, because it just won't get up to temperature in this cold. It does feel nice and warm though, sticking my hand in its face like that. Yeah, compressed air machine, if you want to call it that. We just call it a compressor because that's its name. Is doing its work at the moment, so it can help out Vaughan's brother, who's going to come up there with him in a minute. As I further my welding skills, I've got this little idea of having a new character in the yard. One that is, it will have a face, but it won't be, you know, a real person. Look, The fact that I said welding kind of gives you a clue, doesn't it? And this pan face here gives you another clue. At some point in the near future, when I've caught up with everything I need to do, which will be never, I'm going to make a man. Yeah, I'm going to make a man that can stand maybe over there, or maybe over there, or somewhere. It'll be quite heavy, but it will be not completely immobile. And that frying pan is going to be his face. I'm going to call him Mike. I'm going to call him Mr. Mike Litteris, and he will be a fabulous yard character. I tell you what, having a warmed up car in the lockup really makes a difference. It's so much nicer in here. This is a working temperature. Look, you can't even see my breath. Trevor the trolley, doing his job around the yard. Trevor the trolley, doing his job around the yard. Rather unusually, I've got to go home to go and do the school run stuff. Yeah, it's not happened for a while. So, what I don't like to do is to be late, as some of you may well know if you know me at all. And of course it's just a matter of just locking up and going, but it isn't. It's a matter of switching everything off, locking everything up, moving things out of the way, locking the door, putting a car in front of the door, pumping the tyre up on this, having to get the battery charger out to move the car in front of the car, the door, dealing with the alarm, and etc. And it ends up being a right old rush. And now the joys of roadworks strike again. I wonder if it'll be for anything of any purpose this time. Finally put a new wiper blade on this car. And when I say new, it was Nigel's wiper blade, the one that was actually still okay. As today's video has not made any real sense at all, and there's been no real sense of connection between any of the bits that have happened, I thought I'd throw a question at you. And that question is this: can a shopping trolley ever be art? Because I kind of think it can. When you see a shopping trolley in a canal, you know, it's what you expect. When you see a shopping trolley just outside the supermarket, it's what you expect. But when you see a shopping trolley in a tree, that's not what you expect. So, where is the most unusual place you've spotted a shopping trolley? And that question is for everyone to answer, should they want to, or nobody. It's, you know, it's up to you. I can't force you to answer shopping trolley based questions on my video. That would be rather draconian of me. Okay, let's make a more sensible video tomorrow.